marketing mix strategy, and today's focus will be on unit 9, that is about your pricing decisions. After completing this unit, you will get to know what is the importance of pricing for the rural market, how rural people are accepting the pricing situation of different products, or how price is keeping importance for the rural buyers. Then we will get to know the pricing methods and strategies used by different companies. We will explain the channel selection and pricing implication for rural markets. And again, we will assess the impact of promotional pricing. And through this, you will get to know the competition and pricing relationship. The last learning outcome is we can design appropriate pricing strategies for rural market. Let's start with pricing decision. Price is what? It is only revenue generating element in the marketing mix. Pricing decisions are central to marketing because while product promotion plays incur cost, price is the only P that brings revenue. We know the elements of marketing mix where other P's are for cost and having cost to get established. Price is the only P that brings revenue to the marketing. So it acts as a communicator of product's value and positioning to the buyer. How? Because if the price is low, it will communicate a different value to the customers. If the price is high, it will again communicate a different value to the customer. We will discuss everything in detail. It reflects how customer perceive value and influences purchasing decision. A well thought out pricing strategy ensures not only sales but also long term positioning in the market. It means pricing is a strategic decision. Marketer companies they need to take out a well-developed plan or strategies to decide the pricing of the products in the market because it helps the firms to compete, to survive, and to expand. Everything depends on customer positioning or positioning of the product in customer mind and how the customer is perceiving about the product while comparing it price to the other product, or how the customer is perceiving the price after having the knowledge about the market price. It directly affects the demand, the sales volume, and the profitability. Integral for balancing product, promotion, and place strategy. Overall, it is the strategic tool for competition and market share. So, the basic common understanding is that price is just not the announcement of the amount the customer is paying back. It includes many psychological connectivity with the customer's buying behavior, like the price how these customers are perceiving the price, what is the impact on buying behavior, is it okay for the customers or they are tagging it as a high priced high ticket price product. But for the marketers, price is the only revenue generating element in the entire marketing mix. On this unit we are discussing on pricing. What is the importance of pricing in rural and urban markets? In India, pricing strategies must adapt a dual realities because in previous units we understood the details about customers of rural belt. How do they purchase? What are the factors they are prioritizing while purchasing the products? Many of their economic condition, their cultural adherence, everything we discussed in the previous units. So, and we understood rural market is way different from the urban market. So marketers need to adapt a dual realities or strategies while deciding the pricings of the product for rural belt and the urban market. Rural market is generally high price sensitive. They are not easy with the high price items. They focus on affordability. Urban markets, they are value driven, brand conscious, willing to pay more for the high quality product or branded product. Rural market accepts sachets, low unit packs, credit based sales, but urban market looks for premium pricing, bundling, psychological pricing strategies. For example, one psychological pricing you must have seen in your locality that every product is a mall is advertising his product at 399 rupees. It is just 1 rupees less than 400 rupees, but the customer is hearing first 300, and it is impacting the psychological process of the customer, and customer is getting ready to pay by only by getting influenced by the psychological process that it is only of 399 rupees, but if you go by the calculation, it is just a rupee less than 400 rupees. So the customer perception is different for 300 and different for 400 rupees, but it is effective in urban sector. Rural sectors are for low sachets purchasing, they are for unit purchasing, they are for low unit packs, credit based sales. Or urban product buyers, they are for premium pricing. They prefer to purchase product having high price of premium pricing. They also want to purchase unit in bundles of product, and they are also driven by psychological pricing strategies. Effective pricing bridges affordability with aspiration across segments. Though we understand the rural buyers are different from the urban buyers, but for a marketer who is planning to develop and introduce the product or do the business in rural market, they need to do the effective pricing. If the pricing is effective, it is good for the rural market to get because they are for more affordability. It is also good for the urban buyers who are looking for premium pricing. If the marketer is doing a proper strategy, or the marketer is thinking or doing the strategies in a right way, it will breeze the affordability of rural market and the aspiration of the urban buyers. So this is the understanding that pricing acts as both the SS enabler in rural markets and a value differentiator in urban markets. So it is the task for the marketer to think, to do the brainstorming exercise to fix the price of their product. Let's understand the conceptual framework, that is why pricing, what are the objectives of pricing, let it be profit or market share, survival or positioning. The conceptual framework of pricing emphasizes that it is not a standalone decision, but one deeply integrated with other marketing mix elements. That price is not only the single element that can be decided by the marketer without getting any connection with other piece of the marketing mix, because it also related to place, the promotion, the product quality, and the way you are selling the product. It impacts consumer choice, brand perception, and company sustainability. Though pricing is the core element of marketing mix, it determines the revenue, the profitability, the competitiveness of the product in the market. It links the consumer demand with company objectives. It integrates with product, place, and promotion strategies, and it is the basis for positioning in both rural and urban markets. So the understanding is clear, and it is a simple understanding that if you are doing pricing strategy for your market, for your product on behalf of your company, you need to take care of all the different factors like other pieces of the marketing mix, and while aligning it to revenue generation, profitability, and competitiveness. These are the 9 price quality strategies. For example, we will understand it. The table shows on the left hand side we have product quality. It is classified as high, medium, and low. On the top we are having price. This is again classified as high, medium, and low. If the product quality is high and the price is high, that strategy is known as premium strategy. For example, if you are buying a luxury brand, Mercedes-Benz, Rolex watch, people are paying for it because they perceived the quality is high and the premium brand is also of that premium quality. So Rolex watch, Mercedes-Benz have a definite market share because their customers are fixed, they're brand conscious, they're paying high value to this because they perceived the premium quality of the product. Same if the product quality is high, a medium, the price is medium. The price is also medium. The people are all buyers are also considering this price because of medium product quality and medium high price like Toyota car. Then the low product quality and product quality and high price. These you people have seen nearest in your nearest mall, like discounted high-end electronics during sales, 50% discount on washing machine, 50% discount on 65 inches LED TVs, at a particular festival, let's say we are having Durga Puja sales right now. So this is what? This is low product quality but high pricing, discounted pricing for that. When the product quality is medium but high risk, high price, then what will happen with the market? If you are keeping high price for the medium quality product, there is a risk of damaging the brand in market. Usually during the first initial phase, customers will pay high price for the medium quality product, but there will not be any repeat purchase. Medium price, medium price for medium quality product, mid-range smartphones are available in market. People are also purchasing it because they can afford medium price and they are also looking for medium quality for the product. Low price for medium quality product, these are also available. For example, Zara and H&M, people are purchasing those while paying for low price for the medium quality and going by the brand choice. Same also with the low quality and high price, it leads to brand failure. This is known as rip-off strategies. Why brand failure? Because people will never get loyal to your product. They will never go by the brand attractive advertisement anymore, because product itself is used by the customer who has paid high price for the same product, and the word of mouth from the old customer will lead to less generation of repeat behavior or new customer creation. So that is the danger, because it is not having quality, but customer has already paid the high price for it. It is known as rip-off strategies. Then the medium, low quality, medium price. Again, no repeat purchase. Low quality, low price. We understand these are all street market items. Those are available in Banjaran markets, in different chora markets and all. Low price and low quality. People, buyers are also buying it because they are comfortable with this kind of affordability. These are the 9 price quality strategies, and these are the examples where you can understand that pricing has a direct impact on consumer buying behavior. Objectives of pricing, like pricing objectives differ by context. Some firms prioritize profit maximization while others aim at building market share by offering affordable prices. So the company is deciding pricing strategies as per the requirement of the company. First, the company objective is clear. If the company wants to maximize the profit, it will give a different pricing strategy for that. If the company is in a mood to expand the market share, it is offering the affordable prices to the consumer so that the consumer will spread the good word of mouth. But in difficult times, survival pricing also is also available in the market, where the company wants to survive by offering low price, that is also seen in market. Then positioning price as a signal of quality, status and affordability that helps the marketer to position the brand in customers' mind. So as per the objective, the pricing strategies are taken care of. If the objective is to prioritize or enhance the profit, the market is the company is giving high price. If the objective is to give or enhance a market share, the company is giving the affordable price range. If the company is in a difficult position, survival is a question, the company is offering a survival pricing or a pricing that will keep afloat or that will help the company to sustain for a few days or few years. So these are the pricing strategies or objective of pricing, and it is directly linked with the company's objective. What are the factors that influence pricing decisions? We need to understand that, because we are doing pricing strategies or we are deciding what should be the price of a product. There are 2 factors. One is internal factor, another is external factors. Pricing is shaped by both internal and external factors. Internally, cost and company strategy play a big role. What is the cost of production and what is the strategy of the company? These 2 internal factors is the primary thing or primary factors the marketers are considering while fixing the price. Externally, competition in the market or competition of the same category of product in the market. What is the demand of the consumer and what are the interventions of government These three factors are critical while doing external pricing, and these factors are known as external factors. In rural market, logistic and affordability pressures dominate, while in urban markets, competition and lifestyle trends are stronger. It is always clear to everyone. Rural market is for affordability and the availability of the product in the nearest shop. So that shape the consumer buying behavior. But in urban markets, urban buyers are more into lifestyle trends and competition of the product in the market. So we need to understand what are the internal factors, what are the external factors. Internal factors are majorly like cost of production and distribution, company objectives, what the company is fixing or what is the objective of the company. Is it for profit maximization or survival or increasing the market share? And the external factors are demand elasticity and consumer behavior. What is the consumer demand in as a whole? And competition and substitute availability. External factors are like if the competition is good enough, if the competition is good enough for the particular product, the marketer has to think of a pricing strategy keeping in mind other products price. And lastly, the government policies and interventions. These are also important factors and known as external factors. Pricing and consumer behavior, or simply the value perception. Price is just not the number or the rupees the customer is paying. It is shaping the consumer psychology. In rural areas, buyers evaluate price against necessity and long term utility. Is the product required for them? They are assessing first on that. If the product is a medicinal product or a health ground product, they are purchasing it for the at prior importance. And they are also looking for the long term utility. If they are purchasing a fridge, what is the how many years they can use it? They are also taking care of that. In urban setting, price often signals quality and exclusivity. Perception, because urban buyers are more brand conscious, they are looking for competitive markets, they are looking for premium product. So in urban sectors, psychological pricing influence perception or even a prestige product to price for this to social status. Perception based pricing strategies that we discussed, like rupees 99, rupees 399, these type of strategies are offering is telling about the perception based pricing strategies for urban buyers. Luxury pricing is also available, that is strengthening consumer response by shaping how value is understood. Luxury pricing for luxury product. For the price of the diamond, it is always high because it's a luxury product. Luxury hotel industries or holidays resorts, they are also keeping their price high because customer is linking the perception of using a luxury product if he is paying the highest value for that. So price is also the perception of the customer, how the customer is perceiving the product is, and it may be like different from the actuality of the product, but customer is adding the perception of his own perception with the amount he is paying for the product. But let's understand what are the pricing approaches. First pricing is cost oriented pricing, that is cost plus or markup. Price is cost of production plus desired profit margin. That means profit is invisible in price, but it is there. Marketers understand that. It includes cost of production of the product plus desired profit margin. Cost plus pricing is at fixed percentage over the cost. If your company is doing a cost plus pricing, he has to think of a fixed percentage and he will add it to the cost of production. And it is a basic method where the selling price is based on cost plus a margin of profit. Markup price, this is the retailers add margin over the purchase price because retailers used to purchase it. After purchasing the product, they are adding a margin over the purchase price, that is known as markup pricing. Simple ensures cost recovery and stability should be the objective of pricing. However, it ignores the consumer demand and competition which can be a drawback in dynamic market. So pricing strategies should be simple. It need to ensure the cost recovery and the stability in the product selling. So often used in rural distribution of staples and FMCG. These two types of pricing, like cost plus pricing and markup pricing, is majorly seen for FMCG product, retail product, and essential good product. Competition oriented pricing, that is known as going rate or tender pricing. In competitive markets where competitors are established, companies often align their prices with rivals to avoid losing the existing customers. They have to keep they have to keep a pace with the rival products pricing. Going rate pricing is common in fuel, telecom, and agri product. What is that? It is a pricing that match average industry price. If you are paying petrol liter at your locality at 100 rupees, you will see this price. This price is almost same in almost the same area of your state, every area of your state. What is tender pricing? It is lowest competitive bid wins the contract, that we all know. So this tender pricing is a strategy where the lowest competitive bid or the pricing bid wins the contract, and it keeps all the competitor out of the line. So these two are the pricing strategy linked to competition oriented pricing. Tender pricing is common in B2B and government contracts, where the price competitiveness is decisive in nature, and this approach prioritizes the market presence over high margin. Then the next is demand oriented pricing, that is perceived value and differential pricing. Demand oriented pricing focuses on what consumers are willing to pay. They may not be having amount in their pocket, but they're willing to pay. Like perceived value pricing, consumers pay for brand, quality, and benefits. If consumer has perceived the quality of the product and he understood the benefits associated with product, he is ready to pay the price quoted. Luxury brands rely heavily on perceived values, where differential pricing, that is different prices for different customer groups. Differential pricing adapts to consumer income levels and situation. For example, in airlines ticket price, it is different for differently priced on timing, on festival timing, on last minute purchase. You have seen the difference in amount or the price of the airline tickets. They keep it, continuously change it, keeping in mind the situation or the demand of the air tickets. And if the demand is not high, they immediately reduce the price of the tickets to to attract the consumer to buy it. So this is the example of differential pricing. FMCG firms sell sachets in rural areas with a different price, and family packs in urban markets with a different price. You must have seen the 10 rupees wala Maggi packet and a family packet of Maggi. So these are as per the demand. The airline is fixing the price as per the demand, and with the perceived value pricing, where the customer is ready to pay after perceiving the benefits and the brand quality. Next is dynamic and psychological pricing. What is dynamic pricing? Dynamic pricing is real-time price changes based on demand and supply. That is the dynamic pricing. It keeps on changing, keeping in mind the demand and supply. If you must have seen that most of the time in vegetable markets, the price of the potatoes are high like anything, because there is a lack of supply of potatoes in your state. Same also goes for onions. So this is called demand dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing has gained prominence with digital platform where prices fluctuate based on demand. Your Uber and Ola, they used to charge the pricing if it is an office time, and they immediately reduce the pricing if it is after 9 p.m. in the night. Psychological pricing influences perception, that we understand odd even pricings, that is rupees 99 versus rupees 100. And prestige pricing, higher price paid, higher status achieved. These are all psychological pricing, and psychological pricing is also having impact in the markets. Both dynamic pricing and psychological pricing are powerful in shaping consumer decision, purchase decision. The next is we understood the framework of pricing. Now we are understanding strategies in rural and urban markets. Price discrimination across the regions and segment. What is price discrimination? That we commonly understand that there is a difference in price pay, offered price or announced price. Price discrimination allows farms to serve multiple consumer groups without excluding anyone. For example, FMCG companies sell shampoo sachet in rupees 1 in rural areas and larger bottles in cities. Airline and movie theaters also charge different prices depending on the demand, time, and customer time. These are the strategies usually done by the marketers to reach the customer as per their affordability while ensuring the profit of the company. Charging different prices for the same product in different segment is price discrimination. Why marketers are doing it? They are studying or judging the income levels of the customers, the demand elasticity for the typical specific product, and the location they are selling it. So this is also a strategies, and it is effective both in rural and urban market price discrimination. Then the next is penetration versus skimming pricing strategy. Penetrations pricing is low price to quickly enter mass market. Low price to enter into the mass market. Penetration pricing is common in rural India where affordability and quick adaptation are crucial. Marketers usually do what? They introduce the product to the rural market with a low pricing so that consumer will get interest or can have interest to purchase the product because it is extremely affordable. So this is also a strategy that is known as penetration pricing. Then the next strategy is skimming pricing, high price initially to recover the cost and target innovators. This is just the reverse of the penetration strategy. Companies are keeping skimming pricing, and they are taking all the money from the customer's pocket, and they are keeping high price initially to cover the cost of production and target customers. This is also a strategy where the customer is not, for example, telecom companies launch new tariffs to gain massive rural subscribers. That is penetration pricing. We all have seen the pricing strategy of Jio when got introduced to the market. With a free mobile phone, a SIM card was the strategy they introduced the Jio to the market with the minimal amount people have paid for that. Skimming works in urban markets, especially for electronics and fashion, where early customers value exclusivity. They think that they have purchased something that is not widely available in the market. Many firms shift from skimming to penetration over the time. This is also a strategy. For initially they keep skimming pricing. Once the customer has adapted their product by paying high price and they have slowly gained the market share, then they change their pricing strategy to penetration of pricing strategy. These are the two different types of strategies. Geographic pricing or freight absorption and uniform pricing. Pricing adjusted to cover the distribution and transportation costs that we know. To your rural belt, the product is getting transported from the urban godowns and urban wholesalers to the rural belts. Geographic pricing reflects the realities of India's vast and diverse market. It is like while some companies prefer to keep uniform pricing to maintain the brand consistency, other practices freight absorption to keep the rural prices competitive. Few companies are choosing uniform pricing. Across the belt, across the rural and urban region, they are keeping the pricing or uniform to ensure the fairness, to announce the same price nationwide. This is also a strategy. Freight absorption, that is, companies bears extra logistic cost and they're adding to the pricing zone. Zone pricing, different rates for regions based on the distance. That is called zone pricing. These three types of pricing strategies are dependent or as per the geographic location of the area. Product line pricing, this is captives, bundles, and optional features. Product line pricing helps companies to maximize revenue from the diverse consumer group. In captive pricing is what? Base product low, accessories priced high. Base product is low, the customer is paying low amount to purchase the base product, but accessory priced are high. This is called captive pricing. Suppose you are purchasing a printer, the accessories like ink and the paper are having high cost, but the printer itself is of low cost. But a customer who is purchasing printer, he has to purchase the ink for it. So this entire strategies of keeping low cost for the original product or the basic product and the high cost for the accessories product is known as captive pricing. The second pricing strategy is bundling. Combining products at a discounted price in package price. Same or related products, custom marketers are combining it to develop a bundle of products having the same benefits or the same service. In rural markets, bundling like soap plus shampoo sachets increase the affordability and adoption by the rural buyers. This is called bundling pricing, where the marketer is offering a bundle of product having the same or related benefit. Then the next is optional features, low priced base version with extra paid features. Optional pricing features are low priced base product is of low price, but you have to pay more with each extra paid features. Like if you are purchasing a Indigo airline ticket, you have to again purchase the seat chop. You have to again pay for the seat choices. So that is how these people are, or these marketers are doing pricing strategies. One is captive pricing, bundling, and optional features. If you are taking optional features, let's say you are purchasing a burger at KFC, for every cheese they are charging you extra 20 rupees. You may take it or you may not to go for it, but if you are going for it, you have to pay extra 20 rupees. That is also a pricing strategy known as optional features. Captive pricing is common in daily use goods and appliances. Promotional pricing like discounts, allowances, and cash rebates. Promotional pricing is designed to create urgency and attract the buyers. And if you have seen a sales are going on in a particular shop, and you usually purchase product from that shop, you will definitely visit that shop to purchase your regular items, because sales is going on. So it creates the urgency of purchase and also attract the buyers to buy the product right now or at the same time. Discount is what? It is an immediate price cuts for festivals, for sales, for fairs. Allowances, incentives for retailers and distributors to push the product to the customers. These allowances are received by the retailer and distributors. So they will push the product to the customers. They know the techniques how to push the product, and they will earn extra allowances for the company. Cash rebate, refunds, or cashback offers after purchase. These are also the same. These strategies are also available. In rural belt, fairs, seasonal offers. In urban buyers, it is always online flashes, sales, loyalty, rewards. If you are purchasing a product, you are earning the reward. So after the accumulation of few numbers of rewards, you can again repurchase that product. These kind of strategies are now available in markets. This is known as promotional pricing strategies. Then rural pricing challenges, or what are the challenges that are now the marketers are observing for rural belt or for rural buyers? Definitely challenges will be there. Though we understand different strategies of pricing and techniques to do the pricing while keeping in mind the choice, the demand, and the affordability of the rural belt, let's understand what are the challenges that is challenging the marketers while deciding the rural pricing. Rural pricing is more challenging than urban because income is not regular. Income is dependent on a seasonal activity, and they are high price sensitive because of their irregular income pattern. Their purchasing behavior is mostly seasonal, linked to harvest cycles. Distribution costs raise the product prices in remote areas because the marketer is transporting the product to the remote areas. So there is definitely an additional cost to that. That is distribution cost. There is also a challenge of fake products available, of fake brands available that usually attract the customer with low prices. Marketer must balance affordability when it comes to the context of rural buyers with authenticity of their product while ensuring long-term trust and the profit of their company. So these are the challenges where the customer is having high price sensitivity. They are usually the seasonal product buyers. Distribution cost is again a cost that the marketer is including while selling the product, and limited awareness of the price quality trade-off. Customers are not that educated about the quality of the product and how much they are paying for that quality, and presence of fake product with the lower cost or lower price in the same market. What are the issues related to affordability in rural market? Rural consumers are highly cost conscious and high price sensitive, making affordability the top priority. Unlike urban buyers, they cannot afford large bulk of bags or premium products easily because they don't have money to pay. They are also not perceiving large size purchases. So companies must design pricing strategies that allow small but frequent purchases, like keeping margins viable. But the company has to think of the profit. Na? So company will equally think of the customers, their affordability, their choices, their perception, and their requirements, while balancing it with the company's marginal profit. Lower disposable income than urban households, that we understand. Daily wage earners prefer low upfront cost product. Bulk purchases are not available for rural belt. Rise equally affect the consumption of non-essential, and the key is the affordability for the acceptance of the product. Role of low unit packs or rupees 1 sachet in FMCG. Low unit packs or LUPs, especially 1 rupee sachets change the rural consumption landscape. By offering the affordability and convenience, sachets allowed rural households to try premium brands, at least by paying a limited amount or a low amount. They're experiencing the premium brands quality. It provides affordability and trial opportunities. It also provides the experience of buying the premium quality. It reduces the entry barrier for the first time users. It ensures wider reach and distribution even in the remote areas. Popular in segments like or products like shampoo, detergents, biscuits, and snacks. For example, FMCG giants like HUL and ITC use sachet as a penetration strategy, get their product introduced to the buyers. They build their brand loyalty by paying or by introducing sachet products, and slowly they're expanding in rural markets. Then the next is credit and deferred payment practices in rural market. Rural markets are driven by trust-based credit system, Udhari, because shopkeepers are known to them. They are also sometimes the influencers. So they usually run their business by giving trust-based credit system or Udhari system, where they allow consumers to buy now and pay later, especially for essential. It was quite common buying behavior in rural market. Purchases often settled after harvest or payday. They usually purchase products, but they used to clear their credit after getting their wages or salary or after having their harvest. Deferred payments common in durables like bicycles, appliances, and all. They used to have their payment from the customers through installment, through deferred payment schemes to make products more accessible. It by having all these strategies, it usually strengthening the retailer and consumer relationship, because there is a trust building event is going on. The retailer is giving credit system to the consumer. So the consumer is again getting obliged to the retailer, and they are having a trust relationship where the consumer can pay after purchasing the product. After few days, he is clearing the amount, clearing the amount after getting his wage or after having the harvest. So it is strengthening the retailer and consumer relationship. It is increasing the product accessibility despite low cash flow. No doubt the customer is paying low and the shopkeeper is getting low cash flow, but it is making the availability and accessibility of the product to the consumers. For example, Sachet Revolution by HUL shampoos. What HUL did, they banned the 1 rupee shampoo sachet for rural consumers, and it was a revolution in India, and it is the landmark in rural marketing. By introducing affordable 1 rupees packs, HUL broke entry barriers and created a new consumption habit among the rural buyers. It enabled rural households to access branded goods, reduced dependence on fake products, and expanded market share for FMCG firms. By having a low unit of product, or by introducing small unit of product in rural belt, it gave a chance or an opportunity to the rural buyer to use a branded product and to reduce the dependency on spurious product or fake products, and it also gave a chance to the FMCG company to expand their market. So, and today sachets dominate rural retail sales. So this is an established case of sachet revolution done by HUL for the rural markets. What are the emerging trends? These are all ongoing practices. We understood the pricing strategies, all different types of pricing strategies. We also understood the 9 strategies of pricing. Now, let's see what are the emerging trends in pricing strategies. Let it be digital e-commerce pricing, because e-commerce is now an established market. So, how these e-commerce companies are settling with the pricing strategies. Digital and e-commerce platforms have reshaped pricing. Urban buyers benefit from flash sales and discount wars on platforms like Amazon and Flipkart. Urban buyers, they are getting benefit from the flash sales activities that are done by the Amazon and Flipkart. Let it be Independence Day celebration, let it be Black Friday celebration at US market, Black Friday celebration at all. But urban buyers are waiting for this kind of events to get happen, and they will purchase in bulk at those time of discounts. But in rural areas, UPI based offers and wallet cashback is encouraging first time online shopping. If the rural buyers are getting influenced or motivated if they are having a system of online shopping and cashback. The e-commerce platforms offer heavy discount and flash sales, dynamic pricing based on demand, season, and customer data. UPI and digital wallet enable instant cashback on purchasing an item, and micro discount, that is through rewards earning. Rural users are getting attracted by affordable smartphones and low cost data, or buying smartphones through installments, or buying durable products through installments. Expand access to branded products at competitive prices. So, in e-commerce platform or digital payment method, these are the strategies that are well visible nowadays in market. Let it be discount or sales or a reward earning point or a instant cashback. Freemium and subscription pricing model. These are the two new models related to upcoming or emerging trends in pricing strategies. First one is freemium. Freemium, that is, basic version is free, but premium features are earned by paying a cost. Let's say, for example, the music and OTT apps allow free access with advertisement, but while paid plans offer premium purchase. You must have seen your YouTube channel, or when you watch YouTube channel programs or blogs, you are having a lot of advertisement throughout it, and YouTube is sending you plans to update your YouTube to a premium version where you will not get disturbed with the advertisement. You must have purchased some premium plans for the YouTube, or you may have skipped it. So what does it mean? Watching YouTube with advertisement is free, but if you're going for premium option, that YouTube without the advertisement or disturbing advertisement, you have to pay the extra amount, and this strategy is known as free plus premium, that is freemium. Many OTT applications are also there beyond YouTube. They are introducing their platform to you first for a month without any price paid by you or to be paid by you. But the next month onwards or the next cycle onwards, they are applying or they are charging you, because once you get the free options and you are getting acquainted to it, now you need to pay for the premium option you are getting through it. Subscription pricing ensures steady revenue flow, that we all are aware of. If you are purchasing a uh, online platform for studying mathematics or science, you have to pay for the subscription. That means every month the customer will pay a certain amount, and on the other side, the marketer is getting or ensuring a steady revenue flow through the strategy of subscription. For rural belt, low cost entry plans for digital inclusion. They are introducing their digital platforms to the rural belt in a method of low cost entry or low price. Urban premium subscriptions are ad free, high value features. So these are two difference a marketer has to take care of while introducing their digital platforms or the OTT platforms in rural sector and urban sector. Pricing in service sector. We understand service sector, let it be healthcare, education, or finance. Service sector pricing depends on balancing social responsibility with profitability, because it is not the product, it is the service. The customer is feeling it, experiencing it. So if it is a healthcare unit, it is also it is included in service sector. So it has a responsibility with profitability on the other hand. Healthcare has different tiers, like government hospitals are low cost, while private hospitals are premium. So this is called tiered pricing. Different pricing slabs. If you are going for a health checkup at the government hospital, you have to pay less or low payment for that checkup. But if you are going to do the same activity or receiving the service for the disease that you have shown at government hospital, but while visiting a private hospitals, you are paying premium pricing for that due to all extra benefits added to that. In education sectors, application like Baizu or Khan Academy use premium pricing. First few classes free, then to get or the benefit of or the service of the next few classes, you have to pay the premium amount. For finances and microloans and affordable insurance are the key for rural outreach. Microfinance or micro loans applied through microfinances is only to reach the affordable payment capability or paying capacity of the rural belt. Pricing strategies must address inclusivity while sustaining revenue. Pricing should be like that. It will address all the inclusive factors, let it be affordability of the customer or availability of the brand and the locality, or let it be logistic issues, or let it be a new test for the consumer. But along with that, the marketer has to think of the sustaining revenue, or else it is difficult for the market or the product to remain sustainable in the market. Pricing decisions. Pricing is an activity. It is done by the company. And we understood it is the only revenue generating P in the marketing mix. If we will summarize or simplify the entire process, it is a strategic tool in shaping customers' buying behavior and a profit generating P for the marketer. Pricing directly impacts the demand for the product, the profitability for the marketer, and the brand positioning by brand positioning in customers' mind by the company itself. Though as it is a strategy, it must balance cost of production competition for the product in the market, and it shapes the consumer behavior by balancing all these three factors: cost, competition, and requirement or demand. Rural versus urban markets demand differentiated the approaches or the buying behavior. Rural market, different kind of buying behavior. Urban market, there is a different kind of buying behavior. Rural market, they are for price sensitive. They are more into price value oriented. They are price sensitive. They are seasonal buyers. They more go for durable products or essential products. While the urban market, urban buyers, they are ready to pay the premium price for the high value. They are ready to pay. They are not seasonal buyers. They buy quite frequently. They are brand conscious marketers and many more things in urban buyers. Innovation in pricing drives the market expansion. As a marketer, you understood, or as a person, if you work for a company tomorrow, you have understood the different pricing activities or different pricing strategies. So you need to take care of all the pricing strategy, keeping in mind for whom you are doing the pricing strategies. If it is a rural belt, you have to take care of all the related factors. Factors we discussed in length. Let it be affordability, choices, requirements, demands, and availability of the product in their nearest location. If you are fixing the pricing for the urban market, you have to take care of their aspiration, their choices towards the brand, and how importantly they are keeping, or how significantly they are they are prioritizing their factors to purchase that product. Or if while doing the pricing strategies, you need to take care of the adaptive strategies in both the market, which is essential to do, because buying behavior is not uniform or similar in either in both the markets. They are quite different from each other. So we understood the decision and a pricing decision, and we understood different factors behind the pricing decision. So the final key takeaways from price decision essential is: the first takeaway is objectives. What are the objective of the company while deciding the price for the product? Is it profit? Is it survival? Or is to enhance the market share or positioning of the product in the market? If the objectives are clear, the marketer can decide the pricing as per the objectives. Then the second one is approaches or the way of doing it. Is it cost based pricing? If you want to incur or get back your cost of production, then you can keep cost based pricing. Is it competition based to make your product survive in the market? Or is it linked to demand based? As per the customer demand, you are enhancing the price, and if the demand is low, you are also reducing the price. While objectives are set, you understood the objectives and you have understood how to approach the pricing decision, then you can do the strategies for pricing. Let it be penetration strategy with less price. Let it be skimming pricing strategy while offering the highest price for the product or high price for the product, or price discrimination as per the requirement, location, and demand of the product. What are the tools that are used during the pricing decision? Tools we are discussed about the psychological pricing. Customers are getting influenced by that psychological pricing. We also discussed about promotional pricing when discounts are heavy, where sales are going on. People or the buyers are getting attracted by the sales options, or they having less price or reduced price or 50% discount, 40% discounted pricing for their liked brand or for the brands they regularly use. If there is a sales going on, they are attracted to purchase more quantity with the same price. Then we discussed about geographic condition or location and product line pricing. Let it be bundling of the products, or have a premium. The basic product is in low price. For premium product you are purchasing or paying high price, or the customer is paying high price, and you are having different prices for different geographic location, where you are considering the logistic cost also. You are introducing a rural market with small unit product with less price to offer, less price to be paid by the customers. And why this pricing? Because the marketer has to sustain in different diverse market, geographic and product line pricing. So these are our discussion points for the entire class or entire discussion. You need to be clear about your company's objectives and your approaches to do the pricing activity. What are the strategies you are taking care of and tools for doing pricing. So companies must choose pricing approaches or pricing techniques that align with objectives and market realities. If you're forgetting or not considering these two, your company is having different objective and you are doing different pricing strategy, then it is very difficult for your company to get survival in market. A combination of methods like cost, competition, and demand ensures stability and competitiveness in market for your product. Strategic tools like penetration, scheming, and promotional pricing adapt to life cycle stages. You all have understood the PLC of new product life cycle. If your product is new to the market, you can adapt the penetration strategy, pricing strategy, where you can introduce the low price at the beginning and slowly you are going to skimming pricing. That too, that is offering high prices to take the maximum profit, and slowly you can also adapt to promotional pricing to sell your product in volume. So as per the life cycle stages of your product, you can introduce the tools, all those that we currently or recently discussed. Key takeaways from decision part 2. Rural pricing is through sachets, affordability, and credit system. You cannot forget about the credit system in rural belt. And urban pricing, people are looking for premium psychological and subscription models. There is an influence of government schemes like price control and subsidies and taxation. For digital commerce or e-commerce, they have different type of pricing strategies like flash sales, UPI based discounts, reward earning points like this. Service sectors requires hybrid and inclusive pricing because they have responsibility along with profitability. So pricing differs significantly across the context. Rural markets demand affordability driven strategies like sachets and credit, while urban consumers respond to premium and digital models. Government policies and e-commerce innovations further shape pricing. Services add another layer where inclusivity and sustainability matter the most. These are the questions that are available in your study material, and I hope you can answer all those things like explain the objectives and significance of pricing in rural market. Rural marketing, we understood what are the objectives and why the pricing is significant, linking significant in doing or while setting the pricing strategies, you need to take care of objectives. How do you price products for different rural market segment? Quality conscious, value conscious, and price conscious. Discuss with the help of suitable example. So you have to give or write examples for if you are selling a product in a rural belt and buyers are quality conscious, so how you are doing the pricing for that. If the buyers are value conscious, how you are doing the pricing for that. And if your customers are price sensitive or price conscious, then what strategy you are applying for that product. Question 3 is on discuss the pricing methods and strategies adopted by firms in the context of rural economic environment. While you can take the examples of recent pricing practices by different companies of your knowledge, or you can also do a research to do that. So what are the new strategies companies are adopting, or what are the new pricing methods they are now adopting to introduce their product or to do the business of the existing product or to enhance the business of the existing product. Question number 4 is on do you agree that stripped down version of rural market at a lower cost or a similar cost structure but smaller quantity can be effective as alternative strategies? This question is on your analytical understanding. Do you think sachets are more powerful in rural market, or lower cost is a game changer for the rural market? So by analyzing both the strategy, you are going to answer that. Explain the concept of promotional pricing in the context of rural markets. So here you are going to write a lot of example to describe the promotional pricing of the product of your locality. Discuss the pricing implication of channel intermediaries in rural markets, where you are going to write about the distribution channel and their impact on pricing decision. Explain the concept of competitive pricing in the context of rural market. Here you can take write example of different products and their competitive pricing, and you have to justify your answer by writing how other product of the same benefit or same value is having a competitive pricing. With this, I hope we all understood about the pricing decision. Thank you.